Hello, Mr. Shubham. Good morning.
Yeah, very good morning, Kunal.
How are you doing?
Yeah, it's very good. What's about you?
I'm doing way much better after talking to you.
Yes, thank you.
So, would you like to please introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. As you know, my name is Shubham. I come from Jharkhand. Currently, I'm preparing for UPSC exam. Apart from that, I am also doing my YouTube channel. Basically, my channel is all about the books review, and the why I'm using my YouTube channel as to guide some people who are also preparing for this exam. So this is
Okay,
little.
you mean to say your channel is mainly content related to like this one, like becoming a INS or IS officer.
Yes, basically my channel is to provide a quality content regard books review, because whatever the content in my YouTube channel, it is completely based on books review. Which book is good for GS, which book is good for history, when do we read books to start like preparation. There are a lot of questions when we start our preparation, so it is all about the books review quality content to provide those who are a beginner.
Okay, it is like you are as a guide, like who can guide them.
Yes, exactly.
Got it. So, how long have you been doing?
I guess from the month of yeah, exactly. If I talk about in 2020 or 2021, I start my
Okay.
YouTube channel on the period
Mm-hmm.
of lockdown. So it's been a long journey, to be frank.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Tell me about yourself. You just speak there or you show your face as well.
Sorry,
I
please come.
mean to say, when you start your video, uploading video, so at that time, like your videos are like you show your face or you just like speak only.
No, on the starting period, I never saw my face, to be frank. Basically, on that time when you in front of your camera, you may feel some hesitate. And even feeling the hesitate, if you are recording a video, then maybe the content you provide to the, to the basically those who are using the video, it is not being completely connected. So on that time, I never saw my face, but after the certain time when I increase my confidence to making a video to quality, to basically my main focus is to providing a quality content to my viewers. Now I am providing a video with my face,
Okay,
including.
so you can show your face without any no hesitation. You are
Yes.
quite confident as now as I can see you.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you are looking full of beans.
Thank you.
And one more thing I wanted to know why it is that, just suppose when we are doing recording something for uploading on YouTube channel, why we feel shy, hesitate, or just suppose nobody at that present time when we are doing recording at that time nobody is with us, nobody is seeing us at that time. But nevertheless, why we little bit shy to upload our videos related to any content? Generally, why there is a reason in starting.
You know, Kunal, what I believe that basically it is not the reason of shy. The reason is basically what I believe that the less of confidence. Suppose if you are talking with your friend, okay, on that particular time, do you feel shy? No.
No, not at all.
But but at that particular time, when you confront with any girl whom you don't know, do you feel shy? No, you don't feel shy. You feel less confidence because you have never been experienced. When you have
Mhm.
experience on any field, then the word shy is not exist for you.
You have made it as crystal, as clear.
Thank you.
You have hit the nail on the head. Big thumbs up.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, is it not shyness? Is it a lack of confidence? And why we do feel less confident in starting?
Yeah, this is a very good question. Why do we feel less confident? Suppose, let me give you example. Suppose when you start reading a book, okay,
Mhm.
on that time, do you really, when you read the first line of any book, so on that particular time, when you read the first line of that book, do you understand properly? Do you understand the author's
No.
point of view?
Yeah, it takes time. It takes time.
It's time. But when you do the same regular routine for 3 to 4 months, so after a certain time, when you connect with the author's point of view, what author want to say and what I am understanding. Suppose like today I am reading a book. Today I am starting reading a new book. So today I have not understanding the author's point of view, what author want to say and what I am understanding. So
Hmm.
it takes time. So
Okay.
self confidence is does not build overnight. It takes time. So if you have a patience, if you have a perseverance, if you
Hmm.
have these two quality na, then after the certain time you feel confident in yourself. I am very much confident because I do this activity for a long time. Suppose
Okay.
in the same way, I would like to give one more example here. Suppose you purchased a new bike today. If
Okay.
you want to drive a bike today in the road of
Hmm.
New Delhi,
Hmm.
in the road of New Delhi, is it possible? Definitely not, because you are not full of confidence. And even though you never drive a bike,
Hmm.
if you if you want to drive a bike in a road, in a GT road,
Okay.
then you have must great strength, great self confidence. If you have a great self confidence,
Exactly.
then you can think I can drive a bike in a GT road, in a New Delhi road, or in any road, in off roading also.
Exactly. I would like to give one more example.
Yeah,
As you know,
please.
some of my friends, they are really good at riding on bikes. They are good rider. And I asked them, like, can you ride that much heavy bike, like that much heavy engine bike? They can say, all are same. Nothing is problem. We can ride any bike, and they can ride any bike because they have confidence and they have experience also, a lot of experience. Yeah, in a nutshell, it takes time.
Yes, it takes time. We have to faith in ourselves.
Hmm.
If you have
Exactly.
faith in ourselves, if you believe in yourself, then it is possible.
Okay. Okay, just suppose, change the scenario. Just suppose I'm hosting a really big interview with you on a, you can say, like 50,000 watching us. 50,000 audience are watching us. And at that time, I'm in same that way. But the difference is at that time, we will be like face to face, like in person, not on like this phone call, like in this way, like screen. We will be face to face. So at that time, what will be your reaction? Like, how would you speak at that time? So suppose 50,000 eyes on you. More than that, screen is also, cameras are on you. So do you think you will be able to represent yourself in same way as you are doing here, or there will be difference?
No, no. The first thing is that my attitude, my way of speaking is the same. Because what people's like, first of all, you have to understand what people's
Hmm.
like. People's like originality. If you are an original person, then people like you. And
Okay.
it does not mean that if I am saying anything, people can like me. Even people can dislike me. If I am seeing their perspective, if I change my attitude by others perspective, then it is completely my fault. So whatever the knowledge you have, whatever the perseverance you have, whatever the skills you have, okay,
Hmm.
you can try to put forward as original as possible. Don't be
Okay.
filter out anything.
Okay. Pardon me, please. May you please mention this one word, like elaborate this one word particularly, perseverance.
Hmm. The
In
elaborate
your,
that to explain clearly.
I'm not talking about elaborate. I'm talking about perseverance, meaning in your own words.
Yeah, yeah.
So what does it
So
mean?
what I say about the perseverance, am I right?
Exactly.
Are you okay? So perseverance, which means that to be a consistency, consistent level.
Okay, got it.
Got it? Okay.
Got it. And what's the difference between consistency versus persistence?
Exactly. Good question. It is basically a synonyms. Consistency is a noun, and perseverance maybe, yeah, it is, maybe it is also a noun.
Okay, one more thing. Just leave it this noun, adverb, everything. I'm
Hmm.
asking about as a, language perspective as a, like what is the use of these like same type of words in different way? Why? Like I understand completely perseverance. I will talk more about perseverance in next session, but right now I wanted to know from you what's the difference between consistency versus persistence?
Hmm. Persistence. Okay. So like yeah, as you first said that, please cite the grammar. If we can cite,
Exactly.
yeah, if we can cite the grammar, yeah, if we can cite the grammar, then what I believe that consistency and perseverance both are the same meaning word, but where we speak, every word has a different meaning from different sense. Suppose like when I'm using the word who which means cone, but in the same word who, if I tell you the explain, like A is the father of B, who is the father of D, if I say who is the father of D, it expresses the second person, it does not express the first person. So
Okay.
is means cone, but when I using the word of who is the father of B and who is the father of D, when I
Mm-hmm.
use the word of who, it express the second person. Okay,
Relation.
when it express the second person, when it express the second person like B, but what is the meaning of who which means that cone.
Mm-hmm.
Every sentence requires a different meaning in the term of English. So as you
Um,
person of
you mean
perseverance,
to say uh, context, scenario, according to that.
exactly. It
And
requires, it requires also a grammar. When you keep aside the grammar, then the sentence structure, the formation of sentences maybe not correctly, maybe.
okay, may you please give me chance to say like differentiate between. I don't know much about perseverance. I just generally know it's all about your effort, consistent effort. That's it. And you have mentioned in a much more better way. And what I believe about consistency and persistence, there is a difference. And the difference is that consistency generally means you are doing something in a flow way, like continuous effort you are putting.
Hmm.
That's consistency. And on the other hand, is that persistence. Persistency. It means that, as example, it would be much more better to understand. Just suppose there is a one ant, so tiny, minuscule ant. That ant is uh, like carrying a wheat, dragging a wheat. Yeah. So at that time, that ant many times like fall that one wheat from climbing the one wall. But still, the one ant is coming back, taking like little bit further the one wheat. In this way, she reach like that aunt reach that one destination where she wants to, and in the end she reach. So that's called persistency. You get fail, you get fail, you will like topple down, you will from that one place, but still you are putting your effort in same way. It doesn't matter you are getting result or not, but yeah, you are moving forward. and one day you achieve that thing what you wanted to achieve it.
Exactly, exactly. You put forward such a good example to using that these two words, consistent and
Exactly. Exactly. That is the difference, like generally.
exact.
Okay. As I have given you that one article, like brief out of that one book, 451, Fahrenheit 451. So try to explain in your own words, like what is the theme of this book, like novel, what author's novelist wants to convey here through this book.
Mhm. Basically, to be frank, I never read this book, but
Mhm.
due to as you know some of the quotation I read from that book, the basically the main intention of that book, from my understanding after reading the quotation, is that like can we alive can we can our life possible without reading a book? Am I right?
Exactly. Is it right? Is it true?
Okay, can our life possible without reading a book? So maybe from my understanding it is possible or it is not possible. We have not
Okay.
find the exact conclusion without reading a book our life is
Mhm.
possible, or without not reading the book our life is exist or not.
Okay. Okay. On a one extent, I'm changing scenario here. We just
Okay,
read the brief out of this one book, and through brief out, apart from reading this one particular book, before it, I believe you have read many books, a lot
exactly.
of books. So, do you think, is it according to you to live your life without books, and how it would be different?
Yeah, for completely myself, for completely me, without reading a book the life is not possible. Why?
Okay.
From myself,
Mhm.
if I including me, if I just telling about me, because if you read books you exchange your thought process. Okay,
Okay.
basically we have to understand why do we read books. We have
Mhm.
gained knowledge from different materials as well, but why we choose prefer to reading a book? Because there is not a hard and fast rule for everything. If we
Okay.
read, which means that we have exchanged our thought process. By
Mhm.
exchanging thought process, you have to be first. The first thing is that you have to be first, not to be reliant on your thought process, what you
Okay.
believe.
Mhm.
Suppose like if you want to learn something new from book, recently I completed the book. The book name is Atomic Habits. Okay, so from that book what I understand that if you want to learn something new, the very first thing is that never be self determined what you believe, which
Okay.
means that not to be on the fixed thought process. You have to be a flexible thought process. Suppose
Okay.
like if author want to say you can do this activity in a different way.
Mhm.
Okay, which means that you have to change your thought process at that particular period of time, because you are sitting, you are reading a book to learn something new from others perspective. By
Mhm.
reading a book, which means that you have understanding the other's perspective of our life.
You mean to say not to be rigid?
Exactly, not to be rigid, be flexible.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, this is a really nice thought about reading books. So, would you like me to explain what do I think about
Yeah,
this
yeah,
one book, author, perspective, my own perspective?
exactly, please.
Like first of all, let's discuss about this thing. I don't think so, according to me. Life will be, I can say, I'm not saying I can live my life easily, but life will be, you can say, not will be fulfilled. So for me, book is a way of fulfilling my life, truly. We can learn something as from our teacher as well, exactly. From, as you know about nowadays, online learning. All the material is accessible on YouTube, different platform. But the thing is that when we go through books, when we touch the word by our hand, is it a different feeling? Completely different. and it gives a long lasting experience. I'm having a one habit. Whenever I do read, I keep a pencil with me and I do underline, which I like most. In this way, I do. And then that is the best thing I feel like when I do underline something and reading at that same time. I can't do this such thing from like watching something on like TV, PC, or like smartphone. No, it can't be possible. So I believe that books is a way of providing knowledge like to further generation. Yeah, it is a way of. And one more thing that when we do something right on paper, it can't be emitted easily. It will be for a longer time. With the time being, paper can be become you can say emit, but at that time when you write, at that time is it fixed. And if you do print, yeah, it can be accessible to a lot of people, majority of people, and they can be influenced by your thoughts easily. If yeah, and about books, I'm having one more question for you. What
Please.
is the full form of book?
Full form of book.
Exactly. From
Exactly.
our childhood time, we are reading books.
Hmm.
Yeah. So we know the full form of books.
I don't know the full form of book. I never been
Okay.
searched or I never being, I never being encountered with the full form of book. So if you know, please tell me.
Gotcha.
It's good for me.
Gotcha. Got it. I'm here, brother. So it means that big ocean of knowledge.
Oh,
Big ocean of knowledge.
big ocean of knowledge. Nice.
Exactly. Exactly. That is the full form of book.
Big ocean of knowledge. Am I right?
Exactly. You're absolutely right. Big ocean of knowledge means,
Very
and one
much.
more thing I would like to add here.
Hmm.
You know, whatever we know, we just only know a drop. And whatever we don't know, it's ocean. And truly, we only know a drop. And I think so. We even don't know a whole one drop. If you know the one whole drop, I think so. You can taste the whole ocean. You have the experience of whole ocean.
Hmm.
Because that one part of drop of ocean is integral part of ocean. It is not separated. And even we just know merely so few things, so little, so tiny things we know. We don't know much about it. Some people do brag they know a lot of things. But even you can say, if you go in, just suppose as example, in doctoral field, just imagine how many types of specialists they have. Mind, neurologist, and for different type of, you can say, different doctors.
Yeah,
Like
for both there.
every disease, there is a different doctor. One is not specialist.
Exactly.
There is a no one is a, you can say jack of all trades, like know everything. It can't be possible. We only know,
Can't
little
be
bit.
can't be mastered on any field. You can master on
Exactly.
one field. Like if I quote the example of Elon Musk. Okay, so Elon Musk is also the great person, but he is not being diverting their mind from business to other.
Hmm.
He is a
Exactly.
actual businessman. He is actual.
Exactly.
He is solving a lot of problems.
Hmm.
Suppose he's built a Tesla company. Tesla is also making the money, but their intention is to solving the problem. What is the main problem? Why they built
Okay.
Tesla?
Hmm.
I'm asking to you. Why they built Tesla? Do you know?
Exactly. As per my point of view, they have built Tesla. I can say it's the need of the hour. The need of the hour. They have built this thing. Because fossil fuel is limited. They are not unlimited. They are going to be wipe out after some time. And on the other hand, if we use a fossil fuel, this fuel, is it not good for environment as well? Our environment, it is get affected. Yeah, a lot of problems we are facing related to breathing, a
From
lot of.
yeah, from my understanding, what I think that why they built Tesla company, the first reason is that they promote electric vehicles. So in this time, promoting an electric vehicle is very necessary because as you can see, our global warming day by day rises. Okay, if I compare 1994 from right now, it may increase 1%. So by increasing the 1% in Celsius, you can see the differences. Okay, so this is the major difference. The second thing, if you're using the smoke vehicles like fossil fuel, as you mentioned, or the petroleum cars or the diesel cars, the main reason is that they promote chlorofluorocarbon. Chlorofluorocarbon is very, very, very dangerous for our earth. For saving the earth, for saving the earth, that's why they build electric vehicles, car
What
or
about,
sorry.
add please one more thing. Why CFC is harmful mostly? Add this one thing also. It would be much more like spice up this thing. It will jazz up.
Okay, why this is harmful? Chlorofluorocarbon. Am I
CFC, exactly.
yeah. Why this is harmful? Because if you go the technical term with chlorofluorocarbon, it promotes the word instead says that chlorofluorocarbon. It is the basically the carbon which the two compounds can mix. The first is chloro, the first is fluoro. When these two compounds can mix togetherly, it produce n number of negative
Okay.
carbons.
Yeah, you
Suppose
have explained land in a really well way, but maybe I'm not able to ask that one question which I wanted to ask to you. I
please.
mean to say, effect of CFC, effect of CFC.
Effect of CFC. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly as I told you that it increases the temperature of our Earth. If the temperature of Earth increases, which means the probability of global warming will definitely increase. If the basically what I mean to say is that if the temperature is increase, okay, the Pacific Ocean of the basically the Pacific Ocean of the ice cubes, it
Mm-hmm.
basically day by day it melt. When it melt, the water probability of our earth may definitely increase. If it increase, our life is not possible. It is as simple as possible.
Totally, you are absolutely right. You are so near to that one point, which I wanted from you, but you are still not getting that one point, which I wanted to come through you to me.
Yeah, so you can also explain it, not a big deal.
Exactly. I'm on the edge of my seat. So the main problem of CFC is, our ozone layer is, you can say, like becoming whole. It's getting whole by CFC. The main reason.
Yeah, in the same way as I also explained, if
Mm-hmm.
CFC is produced by
Okay.
vehicles, it increase the temperature of our earth. When the temperature of our earth increase, what
Mm-hmm.
affect the most? Basically the most influential effect is basically based on of our earth. Earth will definitely, the temperature of our earth is increased, the ice
Exactly.
melt. If the ice cube is melt, then the
Mm-hmm.
water, it also increases. Then
Water level increases.
the water level increases and it resultant our life is not possible.
Exactly. Yeah, so I have read that one thing. Is it in maybe ninth or tenth class? Like, in some countries, condition is that much severe. They can easily get affected by different type of cancer. Cause about it protects us from UV, ultraviolet rays of sun. Yeah, this thing. And if this layer is not be available, like if it is getting damaged, so obviously our health is going to be ruined.
Hmm. Exactly.
Yeah, in some countries, is it much more hard condition of like this thing, Amazon, like a layer of ozone is getting a hole.
Yeah, exactly. It also increases the
Mhm.
temperature. Basically, all these things are is completely on the line of same manner. Suppose like,
Exactly.
yeah, like the chlorofluorocarbon is very bad for our earth also, as well as for as a humanitarian also. Like suppose when
Hmm.
we inhale any bad chlorofluorocarbon or the carbon dioxide, do you know what
Hmm.
impact the most?
Yeah.
What
What
impact?
impact most?
The first impact is to detriment of our internal structure.
Totally.
Exactly.
Exactly. We even get like easily like suffocating problem, breathing problem, asthma. Our blood gets impurities.
Exactly.
Even it's really hard to breathe as well. Not feeling good. It feels like cooped up, cooped up. If you are living near to like Delhi and at that like the area is much polluted, like near to bypass, so there is much hard. You will feel like cooped up, like feel like that your life is ruined. There is no excitement.
In Delhi, the air quality, I guess 3 to 4 months back, the air quality is 625 air quality index. So it is one of the most worst air quality in India. So if we
Exactly. And do you know about these countries that are much more affected, like India, Bangladesh, or you can say uh, air is not good, like even breathable, worth to breathe.
Yeah, the main reason is that we using n number of vehicles and we do not promoting to plantation. We need to take
Exactly.
action, because if we don't need to take action, then the resultant is really very bad. We can't be
Mhm.
determined what the result will happen.
Okay,
That's why
got it.
Elon Musk is taking n number of steps to promoting electric vehicles or to
Pardon me,
hyperloop.
pardon me. You have used a word here like n numbers, like something. N. What does it mean of n?
And Miss Infinite.
N. Can you please spell it?
N, simply N for next. N,
Okay, N. Okay, N letter, alphabet.
only N lettered word.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it means infinite.
Yeah,
So I think so we should wrap up this time now. Let's
exactly.
call it a day.
I'm
And I
about,
truly enjoyed this session with you.
yeah, I'm about to say that.
I'm bound, I'm bouncing back off the wall after this session.
Ex-
But somehow it is a salutary and serendipitous interaction with you. Finally, I meet you today. So just shake hand
Thank you
in
very much.
this way.
It
And
sounds,
I hope in future, if you are ready, we can do more sessions such like this one. If you are ready to do it,
yeah, sure, sure.
exactly.
But as you know,
And please mention the name of your YouTube channel,
yeah, my YouTube channel name is The Kesri Communicate.
the Kesri Communicate.
Exactly. And for your just interviewing of this video conversation, I just put down, put off my fan completely.
Likewise, me too. You can see I can show you like if I lay on the line to put my cards on the table, as you can see.
Yeah.
Even
Even
I'm not using. I'm
even my,
not using.
as you can see, the fan is off. And for
Hmm.
this summer season, it is not possible to turning off the fan and to have a conversation of 30 minutes. But I can do.
It's it's all about I can say your gratefulness, like you're ready to do it. You're really a benevolent guy.
Yeah, exactly. Okay,
And
Kunal.
I hope we'll you in no time in next session. Till then, take
Yeah.
care of yourself.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, bye bye, Kunal. It was really a nice
Have
conversation with you.
have a ball. Have a ball.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.